All right, guys. So we're going to get started with a little bit of a warm up here. Okay, so 3 exercises. We have groin rock, tactical frog, and a front plank with a heel raise. The names sound funky. You'll definitely recognize some of them from different rehab exercises. I'll walk us through groin rock to start. And then we'll get into tactical frog. And if you guys ever wanted a copy of the workout, just let me know. I have them all on Google Sheets so I can share it with you, and you can absolutely circle back through this without having to watch the whole YouTube video. Okay, so starting out groin rock, we're gonna go down on our mat here, okay? Down on our mat, right knee down, left leg straight out to the side. Try and get that left foot flat and pressing big toe into the floor. That's going to create tension along medial shin, up into medial thigh. And that's the area that we're trying to mobilize here. So you're going to get a stretch going through your groin, and then hands planted out front. And what we're going to do is push the hips backwards and then rock forwards. And again, pushing backwards and rocking forwards. So keep going here. This is a rocking stretch. We're not like holding for 15, 30 seconds. We're focusing on general mobilization here through this medial thigh. And this is kind of an important region just to kind of get moving. Oftentimes we see tight adductors in a lot of our runners, and really the population as a whole, just because we spend so much time moving only in the sagittal plane. And 3, 2, 1, good, relax there. Go ahead and switch sides. Again, this is all stuff that's movement prep, so it's just getting us ready to get into the workout. So again, right leg is straight here, big toe pressed into the floor, foot flat. Go ahead and rock backwards, pushing hips towards your heels, and then rocking forwards, letting hips fall towards the floor, but not losing that flat low back. You just want to focus on general mobilization. And again, the biggest thing that you might notice here is that we have quite a few different adductor muscles, or groin muscles we can call them, that we're stretching at different ranges here, right? So as you push your hips back, you're feeling it more through the hamstring. And then as you rock forward, that stretch kind of migrates out into the hip flexor region. And that's just because the muscle fiber orientation changes. So you want to hit all of these areas. And relax there. All right, so you can bring that leg in. So now this next one, tactical frog, bear with me because we're going to kind of just walk through a couple of ways that you can do this one. So the starting position is basically child's pose. All right, and this is another hip mob. But what you're going to do is rock forward out of child's pose, and as you come forward, you kick that heel up and out. Okay, so it's a very small movement, and you might feel some tightness there in the front or side of that hip as you go. But what we're going to do is alternate sides. So you rock backwards to come out of it, you're back in child's pose, and then you rock forwards, kicking up and out with the heel. That puts the hip into internal rotation, and again, it's just going to be a mobility exercise, okay? So 30 seconds on the clock here, get set, and begin. So as you rock, feel free to link up your breath with your body movement. All right, so I like to inhale as I rock forward, create some stability there through the system, and then exhale as we rock backwards, kind of to reset before we go back into our forward rock. Forward and backwards we go, alternating sides. Again, the whole idea being that you're gradually introducing internal rotation to the hip. You're not trying to wrench it into internal rotation, okay? We probably only have 30 to 40 degrees of internal rotation here through the hip, but just making sure that we introduce this movement every now and then is a really good way to maintain good hip joint health. And it's also going to help save your knees. If we move real well through the hips, then the knees don't have to move as much. And 3, 2, 1, relax there. Nice job, guys. Last one we're going to go with is a front plank position, and it's going to be a straight leg heel raise. Okay, so we'll hold our front plank on our elbows, and then what we're going to do is raise one leg straight towards the ceiling. So again, plank position here, and then what we'll do is alternating straight leg raise. Okay, so let's go ahead and set ourselves up, front plank, and make sure you breathe as we go here. Ready? And begin. Heel goes straight towards the sky. We're getting a little bit of glute activation, and then you really have to press hard through that opposite hip flexor to maintain good neutral low back and spine here. We have a tendency when we start moving joints here through a plank position to kind of compensate or let the we lose the low back falling towards the floor. Really make sure you're squeezing, pressing those elbows hard into the floor. And 3, 2, 1, and relax there. Nice job. All right, so that's round 1 of the warm up there. Let's go back through, starting with groin rock. We'll go left leg straight out to the side. Remember, big toe pressed into the floor. Hands planted out front. And then what we're going to do is press backwards and then rock forwards. Another good one to link up breath and body movement. I prefer inhaling on my forward rock, exhaling on my backward rock. Keeping low back flat, making sure that you're really pressing into that big toe, creates good line of tension there. Good, and just keep it going. You're pausing for about a second at end range. And 3, 2, 1, relax there. Come on out of it on the left side, switch sides. Right foot down, big toe into the floor, hands planted out front, and begin. Rocking forwards and backwards. Get that full range of motion. You might notice as we've gotten moving here, you have a little bit more range. You might have a good and a bad side. It's not uncommon to have more tightness on, say, your dominant side compared to your non-dominant side. And remember, it is a mobilization or a stretch in each direction. And 3, 2, 1, and relax there, guys. Nice job. All right, so we're back for our tactical frog here. So again, we're going to go child's pose to start, sitting back on the heels, and then we're going to rock forwards and backwards, getting that full internal rotation through the hip here. Ready? Begin. And again, take your time with it. It's not a race. Quality reps here. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax there. Good job, guys. Okay, and then finishing up with that front plank. Again, straight leg raise. Really make sure that you're bracing your core as we move, okay? So front plank position, set yourself, and begin. Straight leg raise, straight up to the ceiling. Get that good glute activation. Make sure that you're not pulling from the low back to get that extension. It's not so much about range here as it is good glute activation and proper movement patterns, right? So we're getting the extension through our hip as opposed to our low back. And even better, we have that opposite side hip with a full muscle contraction into that hip flexor there. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax there. Nice job, guys. All right, grab a quick sip of water, and then I'll go through our first few exercises here. You're going to need dumbbells, and that's pretty much it. Dumbbell and a med ball if you have it close by. Okay, so let's see here. So to mimic a dumbbell, because I don't have one over here, I'm going to use this little barbell setup that I told you guys about. So I'll just change that position, and I think you guys should be able to see me. Okay. So for this one's going to be a goblet squat, where basically we're going to hold our weight directly underneath our chin here. We're going to sit our hips backwards, dropping into our squat, and then drive to the top. Now we've only got 6 to 8 reps here. We're going to go 8 for the first round through, 3 total rounds. And so by the third round, we want to progress our weight enough that it's a challenge so that that 6 to 8 range feels difficult. Okay, so let's start there. Nice, slow 3-second count on the way down as we drop into our squat, and then driving through the heels as we come back to stand. All right, so everybody set here. Dumbbell right underneath your chin like you're drinking out of a goblet, and then push the hips backwards as you drop into your squat. Drive to the top. Good. 1, 2, nice. 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 more, 7, 8, and relax there. All right. One round of the goblet squat down. Okay, so next we've got a dumbbell row. Now this is going to be a bent over dumbbell row. We're going to do one arm at a time. So what we're going to do is set ourselves up into a hip hinge. And again, my barbell here is going to mimic my dumbbell. So we're starting with that arm hanging low. All right, we're going to row right into chest height and then slowly lower. Okay, we've got 10 on each side here. So everyone gets set. Hip hinge, chest pointed straight at the floor. Back is nice and flat here still. Grab your dumbbell and row. Good, there's 1. And again, we pull, tuck that shoulder blade, 2. 3, notice your hammies are under tension here. 4, low back is firing, core is firing. 5, halfway home guys, keep it up. 6, 7, 8, 9, last 1, 10, and relax there. Awesome job. All right, so now we're going to switch sides. All right, I'm going to pivot here so you guys can still see me a little bit. Good, so same idea. Hip hinge, back stays nice and flat, a little bit different when it comes to bracing the core when it's an upper body movement here. But again, we're going to stay strong here through the core, keep this all nice and flat, and row for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last 1, big pull, pinch, and lower, 10. Nice job. Awesome work. All right, and so now we have another 30-second rest, and I'll walk you guys through this next one where we're going to use either med ball or a light dumbbell. Okay, so this one is a core exercise, but it's going to mimic like that running stride because we're going to hold a split stance position. All right, so your starting point can be knee down on the floor, med ball or dumbbell right out in front here. Okay, and then we are going to press up and lift that back knee. This is going to be our held position. We're going to do halos with our weight. So we're going to come around for 1 and back for 1. Okay, so we're going to do 5 with the left leg forward and then switch it up and go 5 with the right leg forward. So get yourself set, lift that back knee off. Med ball is set in front and rotate. 1 and back. 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax there. Good. Go ahead and switch sides, guys. All right, so now left leg is back, right knee forward. Go ahead and press through that front foot to lift the back knee off and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Nice job, guys. And med ball off to the side. Rest, relax, 60 seconds. Catch your breath, grab some water if you need it. Remember, this is where we want to hit these rest sets, make sure that we're catching our breath between sets so that we're still training our max strength. Now, if you have extra weights, feel free to level up for this next set. All right, so we're going to stick to our 6 to 8 rep range for the goblet squat. Again, load it up in front here. It's super safe for not only low back, but it's also a great way to build strength through the lower body, specifically glutes and hamstrings. And again, we're just going to make sure that we really stay nice and upright. Show the letters on your chest to the camera here. And we'll make sure that, again, bracing the core, turning everything into a core exercise. It's such an efficient way to train. We'll make sure to really get the most bang for our buck when it comes to these exercises. All right. So about another 30 to rest here. I'm going to grab a sit myself. Remember, if you guys have questions or are missing any of the pieces of equipment as we go through, just let me know. Stop me, and I'll make sure to give you guys some advice as to how to take care of it. Okay. So next, we're back to our goblet squat. Let's go ahead and grab our dumbbell right in front here. Okay. Chest up, shoulders back. And again, we're going to push, initiate by dropping those hips straight backwards. Drive to the top for 1. Nice slow descent here. And 2. And again, 3. Nice, guys. Keep it up now. 4. 5. 6. 2 more. 7. 8. And relax there. Dumbbell down, catch your breath for a second. We're coming up on our single arm rows. Remember, this one was a good variation in terms of training the upper body strength, but making sure that we're placing the entire system under tension, right? So like too often we see in the gym space a lot of exercise equipment that takes everything out of it except for the rowing muscles, right? So your arms, your upper back, the muscles that pull those shoulder blades back. But in this case, since we're functional athletes, we're training for a specific sport, we want to make sure that we're tensioning glutes, hamstrings, and low back extensors as we work through these, because it's a really good way to, again, stack up exercises and make sure that we're training not only upper body strength, but also the ability to brace the core and control under tension there, okay? So we're back for our single arm row. So again, hinge towards the floor. Think if you have a fleshlight on your chest here, then you're pointing it straight at the floor here. So again, come on up. Go ahead and pull those shoulders back, tuck the chin, and row for 1. And up for 2. Up. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10, and relax there. Dumbbell down, we're gonna pivot. I'll pivot at least. You guys just switch hands there with the dumbbell. Get yourself set and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice job. Dumbbell down and out of the way. And again, we'll grab our med ball or lighter dumbbell here for the halos. Remember, with this one, we're in our split stance squat, but we're focusing on bracing that core as we move, okay? So we're gonna stay tall with the chest, same idea. So get yourself set. We'll go left leg out front again, right knee down in the back. Tuck those toes under and go ahead and press to lift yourself off, all right? And again, from here, we got halos. 1, brace the core. 2, nice job, guys. 3, 4, last one here, all the way around. 5, and relax. Nice. Switch sides. Right foot out front, left toes tucked under. Go ahead and press through that front foot, lift that back knee off, and rotate for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax, guys. Nice job. Med ball down, out of the way, rest here for a minute. Really nice work so far. We've got one more round of these exercises here, and then we'll switch things up. But again, so far, so good. Like I said, if you have any questions, don't hesitate. Otherwise, hydrate. I gotta say, it's so nice that the sun stays up later now. It's like a weight lifted not to have to bike home in the dark. For those of you who still are coming into the track house and see me, you know. All right. So again, guys, about 15 seconds here just to rest up. And we're going to go back at it with our last round. So if you have the weights to add to this last set, go ahead and do so now. Remember, we want to load it up. Max strength is what we're aiming for. And again, the more and more that we're able to do this, the more that we're going to be able to load things up safely and without risk of increasing delayed onset muscle soreness, which is one of the things that we try and steer clear of, is like overdoing it too early in this process. All right, so again, we're back to our goblet squat. Go ahead and grab your weights. Set yourself up here. Chest up, shoulders back. Show those letters. Ready, and hinge through the hips, dropping towards the floor. 1, good, nice slow descent, and then drive to the top. 2, good, ready, slow on the way down. 3, 4, 5, last one. 6, and relax there. Nice job. Really nice. All right, so we're back to our single arm row. Now for this one, let's see, we're going for 10. So let's switch things up just a bit, all right? I want to throw in this progression just so you guys, as you get more and more comfortable with these exercises, can safely mix things up. All right, so now we've been doing all of these rows with both feet on the floor. So now for this last round, we're only going to do 8 reps, but we are going to float that back leg, okay? So back leg is going to be off the floor. We're on a single leg stance. And from here, we'll row for 1. And up, 2. Up, 3. Glutes are burning, hammies are burning. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8, and relax there. Nice job, Dennis. Switch it up. So again, that outside leg is the one that's rowing, or the opposite of the one that, or excuse me, the outside leg is the one that's the stance leg, or the opposite leg of which arm is rowing. Okay, so here I'm going to be rowing with my right arm, and my left foot will be back and up. Okay, so set yourself and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 more now. 7, 8, and relax there. Nice job, guys. Weights down and off to the side. Get set for our halos here. Again, in that split stance position, really nice core specificity when it mimics that run stride, and we're able to brace the core even while we hold this position, right? So set yourself up, left foot out front, right knee tucked back behind and under, press through the feet, lifting knee off, and begin. Nice slow halos. 1, 2, 3, 4, last one, and 5. Nice job, guys. Switch it up. Right foot out front, left foot down and back. Ready, press, and rotate for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Nice job. Rest there, guys. Really nice. We're resting for a full minute now. Again, grab some water. I'll take us through these next few exercises. Keep dumbbells close by, and let's go ahead and grab long bands if you have them now. I'm going to set mine up on the doorway here. Okay, so if you have the long band, you can link it in the doorway. Just make sure that that door clicks shut. That'll make sure to anchor it pretty well there. And we're going to use that for both of our second exercises. The first exercise that we're going to do is a single leg RDL. But what we're going to make sure to focus on is keeping good stability through our single leg. So we'll start off on our first round through at the very least, where we're going to have right foot planted, the back foot, my back left toe, you guys can kind of just see it on camera, is going to be down as a kickstand. Now from here, I can still do my single leg RDL, where I hinge through the hip, stand to the top, okay? But that back leg is allowing us to kind of feel stable here in this single leg stance, but focus on single leg strength, as opposed to pulling from that left side as well, okay? The second exercise that we'll go with there is going to be a single arm band press. So again, offsetting the body so that we're forced to use just one arm at a time. All right. And so we're going to hold the split stance position. All right. Right foot would be forward. We're going to press with this left hand, holding, squeezing through the core here. All right. Then that last exercise that we'll do is going to be a split stance hayloft press. So for this one, we're going to go outside leg planted. And again, with this, we'll press away here, bracing the core. You guys will see that as you press away from your chest, that band wants to pull you back, but you're not going to let it because you're going to squeeze that core, press away, brace, breathe, and then back over. All right. So we'll start off with our single leg RDL. We've got 6 reps on each side. Again, really focus on your strength and activation here. All right, so the way that I want you to do that is nice and slow on the lowering, and then squeezing, driving to the top as you get that good hip extension. Okay, so set yourself up, grab your dumbbell, right foot planted out front, left foot is in the back as our kickstand. And now from here, again, think flashlight on your chest, you're hinging towards the floor, and then return to stand. And hinge, stand, 2. Again, pushing hips backwards, get the stretch in the hammy, 3. 4, try and minimize pressure on that back leg. 5, last one here, guys. 6, and relax there. Slow lower, switch sides. All right, so now my left foot is going to be planted, and again, you guys will kind of see a better view of this back right toe. Set yourself up here and hinge through that front hip, stretch through the hammy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, last one, 6, and lower, relax there. Nice job, guys. All right, so now go ahead and grab your band here. Scoot all of this back. So grab your band linked in the doorway. All right, tuck it under that left armpit, all right? So going underneath is just gonna save it from rubbing on the outside of the elbow here. Drop into your split stance position. And from here, we press, slow lowering on the way in. 2, brace the core. 3, 4, we've got 10 here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10, and relax. Nice job, guys. Switch it up. Band goes under the right arm now. Same idea, left foot forward. Bracing the core, get it set, and press for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more now, 9, 10, and relax there. Nice job. All right, go ahead and switch yourself so that you're now perpendicular to your band, right? Because now we're going to go into our split stance. Excuse me. We'll go here. Right leg forward, meaning the band's off to my left side. It's trying to pull me back into rotation towards the left. And so what we'll do here is press and hold, and then back in, okay? Press, hold, 2. Squeeze for 2 seconds at end range. Press, hold, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more now, 11, 12, and relax. Nice job. Go ahead and switch it up. So now you're facing opposite direction. Left leg is now planted. Band is pulling me back towards the right side here. Get set, drop low, and press for 1. Press. 2. Nice job. We got 12 here, guys. Press. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, last one, 12, and relax there. Catch your breath, grab some water. That's 1 round down. We've got 2 more to go. For right now, rest, relax, recover. If you have a stronger band or more weight, feel free to add it now. And again, like we said, we want to make sure that we're resting and hitting these rest sets between exercises and especially between rounds, because the whole idea is not to beat ourselves up in terms of our cardiovascular strength, but rather to focus on our muscular strength. And so that means like max muscle contraction. That means the integrity of those tendons. And then often overlooked is actually the neural adaptations that take place too. And the nervous system is different, that like if we fatigue it out, think about like after a long run, you might feel a little bit more lethargic because you've exhausted that central nervous system. And that's something that we can train. And by increasing the rest sets here, we give ourselves the opportunity to take each set and make the most of it, right? So that we're really getting max muscle contraction, max force production, and thereby increasing the strength of these muscles and tendons so that, 40, 50, 80, 100-mile weeks become attainable and doable without risk for injury, or by limiting that risk for injury. Shouldn't say we can ever get rid of the risk altogether. All right, so next round, we've got our single leg RDL. All right, so now on this round through, let's go ahead and float that back leg. So right leg is going to be firmly planted out front here, meaning we're holding with our left arm, okay? And so from here, back leg is off the floor, and we're up, and then slow lowering for 1. Up, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and relax there, guys. Nice job. Go ahead and switch hands. All right, so now we're holding the dumbbell in our right hand. Left foot is our working leg. All right, so again, left leg planted, and we hinge. Slight bend in the knee. 1, And you can float that back leg so it goes parallel to the floor too. I'm just doing this so I don't kick over any of the massage cream or Purell or anything like that behind me. 3, 4, 5, 6, and relax there. Nice job. Really nice work, guys. Grab your band. We've got single arm chest press. So again, with this one, we're going to drop into our split stance. Band goes under that right armpit, left armpit, meaning right foot is out front. Get yourself set and press for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax there, guys. Good. Go ahead and switch it up. Left foot forward, band pressing with the right arm. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10, and relax there, guys. Really nice. All right, so we're coming back to our split stance. And this one's called a Palloff press for reference. And there are all sorts of variations. I really like this one because it mimics that run stride. But again, we're going to set ourselves up with that right leg forward, meaning the band is off to our left side. Get set and press and hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more, 11, 12, and relax there. Good, switch it up. So now we're facing the opposite way. And let's see, left foot forward, get set, and press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and relax there. Nice job. Bands down, rest yourself. That's 2 rounds down. We've got 1 more round to go. Let's finish up strong here. So this is our last round. If you guys have any questions, feel free to hang out at the end. We can pause the recording and everything like that and just talk a little bit. But otherwise, really nice work here today. I know that this one is a little bit shorter, but it just speaks volumes to how much you can get done in a short amount of time without, necessarily high rep ranges, focusing more on moving weight. And again, you might have like a little bit of that muscle soreness. That's not uncommon, but that's actually a good thing. That's your body adapting to and getting used to the load, which translates, like I said, to higher weekly mileage without that inherent risk for breaking down those muscles too much. All right. So we've got our last round now. Dumbbell out. We've got our single leg RDL. So same idea. We're going to hinge down, grab our dumbbell, stand to the top, and again, floating that back leg. All right, really get full stretch through the hammy. You can go fast on the way up, nice and slow on the lowering. Good. 3. We've only got 6 reps here. 4. 5, last one. 6, and relax there. Nice job, guys. Switching things up now, we've got left foot out on the outside, holding the dumbbell with the right arm. Get set and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, last one here. 6, and relax. Nice job. Let's grab our bands. We've got our band chest press. Remember, you can always level these ones up. It's going to challenge that core even more, but we want to make sure that we're doing so slowly so that we're not kind of like overriding. But this is another example of how we train upper body and get that rotational capacity, bracing the core, breathing while we do it, and making sure that we're making it as run specific as possible by getting into our split stance here. Ready, so drop that back knee down, get set here, and press for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax there, guys. Good. Go ahead and switch sides. Left foot out front, strength through that front leg, right? Think about pressing through the floor and then press from that back foot to get through that front right arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax there. Nice job. Go ahead and switch it up. And we're coming back to our split stance now. Again, with that right leg out front, band is off to the left here. We're focusing on counter rotation, right? So this directly mimics our run stride where we're coming through and almost rotating over the top of that pelvis there through the upper body here. Ready, set, press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and relax there. Switch sides, left foot out front. Set yourself and press for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2, 1, and relax there, guys. Really nice job. All right. So I'll pause everything here.